Friends, have you ever wished that you could make super pretty notebooks just using your printer? Let me show you today. I'm going to show you how to make seamless patterns in Canva the easiest way I know how. This is majority of the time how I make my notebook covers. So stay with me. I'm going to show you not only how to make the pattern, but then I'm going to make the notebook and the pen to match. This is going to be the super easy way to do it. If you want to do it a super harder way, I'm sure there are other ways. Super easy way. Ready? Go to Canva. We're going to click Flyer, 8.5 by 11. You're going to go to the side, click Elements. So we type in Seamless Pattern, Fall, just because I want to be very specific, because I want to make a fall one. And then what I'm going to do is go into Graphics. Perfect. And now we see all of these. Now, if you don't have um, the Canva Pro account, you can click on these little lines and dots and you can go through and say, okay, I only want to see what you have to offer for free. All right. And look at how cute that is. So we're just going to go through and see look at all these different patterns. We don't have to recreate the wheel here, folks. Look at how fun. Look at the fox. So much fun. Ooh, I like this one right here, and I like this one right here. Let's try this one. Okay. So whatever image you choose, click on it. Now you see it on the main canvas for your 8.5 by 11. Now what I'm going to do is I feel like this is just too big for a notebook. So I'm just going to go and resize it and maybe 4 by 4. So then I'm going to put it at the top here. And then I'm going to duplicate it at the top here. See how you have these? You can lock it. You can delete it. This right here is duplicate. Click that. Then, now see the little toggle button down here? You can make this bigger so that way we can actually see what we're doing. And I'm going to take this and I'm just going to match it. Matchy, matchy, all set. And we can open it up even further just to see if we're really on spot. Yep, we are. But it's not going to go all the way across, so we have to do it one more time. And again, same song, second verse. We're just going to put that on there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this, and then I'm going to use my shift. I'm going to press shift, and now go to the next one, click on that, go to the next one, click on that. So basically we are selecting each of them. Then I'm going to see right here where it says group, click that. Now they're all together, and now we can actually move them around and whatnot. So I'm just going to put it so that it goes up just a little bit so that it's covering our paper. Then here we're going to duplicate it and we're going to just slice them right in. We're going to do another one because this one is not covering the bottom. And holy Toledo, look at how cute that is. Adorable. Okay, so then this could be the front cover. You don't have to do anything other than this. You could just do this for your front and back cover. You don't have to do the inside covers, but I like to cover the inside cover. So I'm going to click this button and add a page, and then I'm going to look over here and see what we have for ones that would match. And honestly, this one is adorable. So we're going to click that. And again, same thing that we did before. I'm going to go and make it 4.3. And then I'm going to duplicate it. We're going to just make sure it's on there. I think we have to do one more. We're going to put that one on there. And again, you can do the shift or you can click on the left mouse button and kind of highlight them. And then you can click group that way. And then we're going to do this. And same song, second verse. We just want to make sure that we have those in correctly. And we're going to do it one more time. And there it is. Look at, now we have an inside cover, we have an outside cover. That could be it, right? You don't have to do anything else. Again, easy peasy. If you do it this way, you just print it. and then have to trim the inside one down to fit your inside cover. Totally could do that. The other thing you can do is I'm going to see up here where you can duplicate the page. I'm going to duplicate this page because if you know me, you know I love putting little scriptures and stuff on the front of my notebook. So I'm going to go back to Elements. So I'm going to click Clear, and then I'm going to go and do, let's say, Oval, and then maybe Boho. If you do boho, it gives you like these wonky, gives some wonky kind of shapes, which I like. That actually is my jam. So, yay. And then we're going to click one and see if we can't add some text to it. I'm going to change the color, obviously, and if you scroll down, it'll say photo colors. And look, you can pick from, you can pick from any color you want, but we have colors right here. We could just do that. Ah, look how pretty that is. Okay, so then we're going to add a text. So text, I'm changing that font to be something. Let's try more sugar. We want Galatians, I think it's Galatians 9. That is, let us not become weary in doing good. For the proper time we'll reap a harvest if we do not give up. Well, we're probably going to need to get a little bit of a bigger one in here. So let's get rid of that one. Let's change its color. I love that mustard color. Super pretty. Let's just make this a little smaller so we can see the full thing. And then I'm going to put this pretty much in the center. And you'll see as you move this, it'll show you where the center, that solid line is what it's going to be centered on that page. If you wanted to center it fully, there's the center line. That gives you center. But we don't want to center it because if we're doing a composition notebook, you want to put it to the side so that it is more centered when you go to put it on your notebook. So I think that looks pretty good. All right. So then we need to, I'm thinking the text, I would like to change the color of that to like a brown. There, that's better. Perfect. All right, so let's just see what other kinds of, is whimsy better? Oh, whimsy might be better. Okay. Whoops. And if you make a mistake, these are the little back and forward buttons. So there's this. Oh, I like this. This makes me happy. So then let's just back out. So this could be instead of front. I always label these, by the way. So that way when I go to print them, I know exactly what I'm printing. We're going to say that's the back. This is the front. These are the inside. And wholly adorable, right? Oh, look how cute that is. The other thing you can do is you can add a page and then you can do the whole pen wrap situation. Now for a pen wrap, for an Ink Joy gel pen, you want your pen size. The wrap needs to be approximately 4.7 inches by 1.5 inches. So that's what we're going to do. So what I'm going to do is, now when you do a pen wrap, see these bigger items, they probably are going to be a little bit, they're going to get lost. So you want the pattern to be fairly small. So I'm just going to, and we are looking for 1.5. There's 1.5, and then this needs to be 4.7. So there it is. Okay, and once you have all of your images the way that you want them, we're going to then, I'm going to show you how I can print it. So next we're going to click Share. Some of the stuff I do, I use Canva Pro. If you don't have Canva Pro, you would not have access to some of this stuff. So once you click Share, you're going to click Download. Then I'm going to come up here. Instead of PNG, I'm going to click the arrow, click PDF Print. I'm going to then click Flatten, Then I'm going to come down here. It says pages 1 through 4. I'm going to print all of that or save all of it. Here, I'm going to change it. Now, if you do not have Canva Pro, then you would leave it, but I have Pro, so I'm going to click that. Then I'm going to click download. It's going to download onto my computer. Here it is. We're going to do fall notebook set. I've done another one before, so we're going to do set 2. Then we're going to click save. Now, obviously, you want to know where you're going to save it, so I'm going to save it to my desktop. Click save. Perfect. Then we have it here. You can click it. It's going to open in a new window. And here it is. Here's our thing. And this is where you can also see if you've messed up, which is where I usually see it. And there's that. Oh, that looks good. And then here are our pen wraps. And then I also made a bookmark because I thought that would be kind of cute. So there's that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to print this on the Avery True Block shipping labels. And I'm not going to print this last one. This last one I'm going to print on printable vinyl. So I'm going to come up here. I'm going to click print. It's going to say pages. I'm going to click on that, click custom, and then I'm going to do 1 through 3. And we just want to check and make sure. Indeed. Awesome. And then we're going to click print. Okay, welcome to my desk, by the way. So this is what I'm using to do my notebooks. I'm using the True Block full sheet, 8.5 by 11, Avery or Staples, either is fine, but it has to be True Block so it blocks out the back of your composition notebook. And then I'm also, for my pens, using printable vinyl. The Cricut brand works really well, and that's what I use for my pens. I just wanted to show you, this is the printer I use. I always get questions about what printer I use. It's the EcoTank. It's an Epson EcoTank ET4800. And again, it's just inkjet. And here comes my image. Don't judge me on how dusty my computer printer is. It's okay. And it's getting stuck in my light. Hang on. These are our pen wraps that we're printing out. Again, we're printing them out on printable vinyl. Okay, we have everything printed. We have 2 of the inside covers printed. We're going to cut them down to 9.5 by 7.5. Here's our cover. Here's our backer. We're going to trim off the excess. These are our pen wraps that we're going to cut down later. So here's just that little line that doesn't print on my printer. I'm just cutting that off so it's seamless. I'm going to do the same thing for the back. And then here are those 2 pages that we're going to use for the inside. I'm going to cut them down to 9.5 by 7.5. If you do not want to cover the inside covers, don't. But I like it. All right, so then I take my image and I just fold over the backer just so that it can go on a little bit easier. I did take the sticker off of the front of this notebook that I got from Target. If you want to leave that sticker on, that's fine. You just might have an imprint of it when you put your cover on. So then I stick this right along the edge where that binding is. And then I just use my ruler and just go across it so that it makes it lay flat and nice and smooth, and I'm peeling the backer off as I push the ruler across. I just used a felt wrapped scraper just to make sure that everything's nice and smooth. Then I open up the cover and pull in each corner, make sure that they're sealed. Do the same thing on the other side, and then I'm going to fold in each of the edges. Now, if you didn't want to cover the inside cover, you could use your X-Acto knife and just cut off the excess. That works too. But because I'm covering the inside, I didn't bother cutting it, if that makes sense. Also, if you wanted to go one step further, you could add a glitter layer on top of this if you wanted to. I did not. Now, here I have my edge. This is a corner rounder little contraption I got from We Are Memory Keepers. It's just edging. You don't have to do this part, but it just makes it a little bit more finished in my opinion. And then I just put the inside cover on the inside. On the inside, just like you'd think. Just like we did the front, we're going to do the same thing with the back. I mean the insides. Smooth it out. Ta-da! And you're going to do the same thing on the back. And look at what? It's so pretty, right? Oh, I love them. They make me so happy. All right,
next we're going to do the pen wraps because you can't have a notebook without a matching pen. So I cut down all of my pen wraps. Again, I did them for an RSVP pen, but I wanted to use the Michaels sublimation pens because it's so much easier. So I take apart the pen, and then I take my pen wrap that we had just cut out. Again, the size is 4.7 by 1.5. It's a little big for this pen, but it's not going to be a big deal because we can cut off the excess. So I take the backer off of my this is, remember, printed on printable vinyl. So it is waterproof or water resistant or whatever. If you get it wet, it's not going to smudge or smear, okay? So I'm just going to put this on there. The backer is completely removed from it. I put it on my table and I just roll it across the table. Yeah, it's that easy. Look at it. So cool. Could I have been fussy about the edges? I suppose, but I didn't have time for it. Then I'm just pressing my finger where the pen topper goes because we just have to use our X-Acto knife to cut out that little spot where that pen topper is going to go. So I just use my X-Acto knife and then I go around and follow the edge of the pen with my X-Acto knife and cut off the excess of our printable vinyl. I mean, it's that easy, friends. And then we just put the pen back together and it is like done. Like you could sell these. I have sold these. They are good sellers, by the way. If you're a maker and you do this as a business, these sell well. And the nice thing is that they work up really fast. So you don't have to worry about a lot of time and epoxy and all the things. Look, done. Could you add like Crystal-Lac a couple layers? Absolutely. But this is perfect just the way it is. And look at, I made one with the plaid. So cute. I love them. I hope you like them too. I have it. Just like that, you now have a custom pattern that you can make amazing notebooks, pens, you can make gifts, or you can make yourself some fun things. Or you could sell them at craft shows. I'm just saying. Or here's another flip side to it. Business people, you could also then take your digital download that you just made and sell it on Etsy. I'm just saying these are just options. Anyways, I am so excited that you were here and that we could do this together. Let me know in the comments if you have a Canva hack that I don't know. I'm sure I don't know all of them. Tell me in the comments if you have a hack from Canva that you want to share. Or if you make notebooks, do you do it differently? I want to hear all the things. All right, friends, thank you so much for being here. Until next time.